Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome to the AOR Season 9 Round 8 here at the Austrian Grand Prix in the GP2 tier. And you can see it's Riley Boys on pole, Def to Trout in 12th, and me in 13th. Of course, after my qualifying ban last time out in Canada, I start from the back 13th. It's only Honeycomb Maze and the other guy had a qualifying ban, Davey. So the Force Indies behind me here. We're looking to get off a good start here. We need a good result here because LC Speedium is in second and looks very quick indeed. It's lights out and away we go. Here getting off to a decent start. And you see here Riley Boys hasn't started there. He had 4 lights as the rest were going out. We're trying to go on the outside of our teammate, but he's broken very late. Fair enough to him, but now we've got a much better exit than him, so we're already up to 11th from 13th. It's been a good start, and we'll look to get even more places. Here's the that's a Lotus of Leroy ahead, and I believe that's Colonel Chittock. As we break down into this hairpin, we've sort of hit each other there. Colonel Chittock hitting Moss, and then I'm hitting him, but still managed to keep P11 here. Now we're going to look up the inside. Maybe a Leroy might be able to go 3 wide here with him and Chittock if I got a good enough slipstream, but I pretty much didn't. We broke fairly late and we've sort of followed Leroy through there, getting past Chittock, so up to P10 now. And here on the end of the lap we're looking to get past Leroy. Show much got a much better line, but that's compromised our run through there, and we've slid through the final corner. So now it's Def to Trout, a teammate, coming around that outside here as we move into turn 1. We're going to look to brake later than him though, maybe force him out wide. We've just about taken the apex, but you've got a better exit than us, and that's Davey looking rather outside, up or inside here. So not been the best of starts. We're sort of being held up by these guys trying to go for moves against us here, as that's Formula Moss, I believe, going all over the place. And now into the hairpin. If we can get good exit, we might be able to get past him here. This is going to be crucial if we can get past Formula Moss here early on in this race. Here down in 10th at the moment, maybe looking around the outside of him and Leroy. Leroy sort of moved across quite late there. We can look around the outside of Leroy as well. This would be one great move, but we've run ourselves out of road and he's got a much better exit than us. And we're up into P9 though, getting past Formula Moss, which could be key here. So we're going to look up the inside of Leroy, but that's not going to happen. Getting frustrated at this point, just trying to get past him here, but he's defending very well, to be fair to him, nice and cleanly. So good job from him as we get a poor exit out there, so there's no chance of getting past Leroy into this final couple of corners. As we've run a little bit wide, that's going to compromise us heavily, as we've got a poor line through the last corner as well, flicking into second for no reason. And now Def to Trout's all over us here as we enter the 3rd lap of this race. So a hectic start to this race, and we've stuck it to the middle of the road, which means I think we're just about going to be able to keep the position. And we've got an okay exit, so we keep ahead of Def to Trout. And here lap through, looking right behind Leroy. Now hopefully we can get a good exit for once around this final corner, which we have. He's got a very poor exit indeed. I'm going to open the DRS in. We might be able to get past him into 1. You never know, but he's got DRS as well, so I think we're going to maybe stay behind him. We're going to get up the inside here. I don't think there was any contact there, and we're going to get a good exit hopefully now. And we might be able to get past him here down the back straight. We'll put up into Rich. He's getting a slipstream from his teammate Erti, I believe that is ahead. And how late can we break into the hairpin? He's broken a little bit about the same time actually. We're going to stick around the outside. He's got a good exit, so have we. Now we've opened the DRS. I think he's got DRS as well, so it's going to be so close here as we come down the straight. But we've just about got ahead of him as he's forcing us slightly wide here. But I think as we take that apex, but we've ran ourselves a little bit wide again, and again Leroy gets through, so again we're being held up here, but great defending from him, just about keeping us behind him. And if we run wide now, maybe Def to Trout might have a go at us again here. Look at this, he's right behind us. And we've got a pretty poor line through there. Again, he's looking up our inside, so we have to give him the room. This is disastrous for our race at the moment here. We're going to go side by side. He's moving over on us here. What is he doing? But luckily for us, he's backed out of it. So we're back up to P9 as we get a warning for that for some reason. I don't really understand that. So we've got another poor exit. He must be getting insane lines through there. I don't get how he's doing that. But everyone is ahead, and they're taking it cleanly, so he must be as well. We're just very slow. As now, that's JMPD, I think that's how you say it. He's off wide, and now we're getting a double slipstream here from Leroy and Erti. We're going to be in a Lotus sandwich here as we enter the hairpin, as we've broken very early, trying to avoid the carnage. Looking at the inside of Leroy nonetheless, getting a pretty poor exit because we were stuck on the inside, and Leroy keeps that place. And now he's going to look at his teammate, maybe Erti here, down the back straight. This is hectic action here. You can see the top 5 getting right away, top 4 getting right away, and 5th there, just in the middle here, getting quite bored as we've managed to get past Leroy there, but right up the inside. Now I'm going to look around the outside of Erti. Here we go. This would be one great move. We were able to pull this one off. He's still there on the inside though, so we have to give him the room. And he sort of forced us off there, and that's Leroy going to come back through here. He is. So Ertie's forced us wide, allows his teammate to get back through. Fair enough though from him. And we're back down into P8, but Leroy's got a poor run through there, getting blocked by his teammate there, as we've slightly tapped him. But Ertie's run wide, so could we get past him as well as Leroy? Leroy's already got past him. And Ertie does not have DRS, so that's that move done. And I'm going to let the inside of Leroy. I think we're going to wait until the end on the middle of lap 6. On the outside, we've locked up though because he's, I don't know what he's doing there. Maybe it's a bit of lag, syncing issues, as he sort of forces off there, but nothing much to worry about. And here on lap 7, he's run very wide. He's run wide again. This is compromising him through here. We've got a wonderful line through there, and we're going to easily get past him with the use of DRS surely as we set our fast lap of the race. Quite embarrassingly at the end of lap 7, a 10.2, as we needed to change our fuel mix there, but we didn't. But I think that's that move sorted. Up into P5, I think someone might have pitted. But here on lap 8, a couple more guys pitted. We were staying out for an option prime option strategy, which is sort of different from the main option prime strategy, which most of the guys, Footy and Rage Warriors, I think they were running. And here on lap 11, we're still staying out, as we decide to come into the pits on the end of that lap for a fresh set of the prime tyres. We're going to see which tyres everyone else is on, I believe, at this point. We are, you can see there's Speed Demon leading on the primes. He's got an insane pace. And the 3 behind us, all on primes, the same as us, so that should be interesting here. 3.7 second stop, standard stuff by our team. And where are we going to come out? I think we're going to come out about 7th or 8th here. We're 8th at the moment, and maybe might be even down in 9th by the time Riley Boy says he gets past us on the options. And he was rapid in quali, so I expect him to pull away from us. So we might be 9th for a little while, but Colonel tripped up bits, so we're in 8th now, which is our legitimate position, I believe now. No, because Honeycomb Mace hasn't pitched actually, and we're about to get past him here. A wonderful line through there. So much more speed than him on those fresh primes, and that's that move done already up into P7. And it's time to chase down the guys ahead. As no one else is pitting, I believe. Riley Boy's up in 6th. We're looking to get past him. And we're actually quicker than him, even though he was on the options. Surprisingly, we were quicker, as I think there was some glitch there, because it says we're 2.3 seconds behind when we're clearly well within his DRS. Now we're going to get a good exit out of there. Hopefully we can pass him here down the straight. We've got much better straight line speed, or we've got loads of slipstreamers. We're looking to get the DRS, that's why we put it into lean at the end of that straight, and hopefully get a good exit. Looking at the up and under there, we've got a good exit, but he's got an even better one around the outside. He hasn't got DRS, I do. So this should be a pretty easy pass here down the back straight. Here we go. Looking at the inside of Riley Boys, this could be key. We've broken nice and late, forced him out wide a little bit, and that's move done. Up into P6, and Jazza, who's making his debut as a reserve driver, is the next car, and he's battling with Taylor, I believe that is ahead. All on the primes. He's around a little bit wide through there, as I'm not sure who that is actually in the pits. That's Riley Boys is in the pits, and Taylor's in the pits. So we're up into P5 now. Chasing down Jazza here as we aim to pit on lap about 25 or 26, maybe 24 if you want to push it. Footy, he has a very big off at the exit of 1, so we might be able to get him here down the straight. No, he's just about stayed ahead. He's run a little bit deep, and we're going to easily pick him up the inside, pick him off with the DRS as well on the exit, and that's that move done up into P4. So from 13th we're at the moment in 4th, and it's looking very, very good at the moment, especially when we've got on the options at the end. I think that 4th place is pretty much secure. And here on lap 22, Rage Warriors, who was in 2nd place, has pitted. And I can tell you for a fresh set of the prime tyres, which could be key at the end of the race. But our tyres are starting to go off here on lap 23, as we're trying to chase down Jazzy. We're just under a second, or just over a second behind him. And you can see here we're coming into the pits on lap 24. And everyone behind us is on primes. Taylor and Rage, who have both pitted for the second time, are both on primes. Lap 24 is a very early stop for a fresh set of the options, so we're going to look to save our tyres hopefully and try and get to the end. Here we go then, X in the pits. Where are we going to come out? I think behind both of them. But it's going to be quite interesting actually. Rage Warriors, I think, yeah, Footy. Will Footy be ahead of us? This could be key here. We need to stay ahead of him here. This could be very, very big for this race. He's pitted for a second time also for the prime tyres. So here we go. He's going around our up or inside. I think he's going to be able to make the move. We're trying to stick around the outside, but he's broken nice and late and still made the apex. fairly easily. We've got a better exit, but he's got the DRS, but we've got the slipstream here. This is going to be very interesting as we're starting to run out of fuel, -1 lap, as you can see here. Maybe outbraking around the outside, I don't think so. But we're going to get a much better exit here on those option tyres. We're going to put up to Rich no because we're eyeing the fuel. But he keeps up the inside. We're still looking up the inside, but no, he's just about kept that move. So this is frustrating here. We're down in P7 and we're right behind him on the prime tyres. He's holding us up, and you see here, first LC is absolutely dominated this race. But second, third, fourth and fifth, a bit of a train second sort of got away. But more importantly, here we're going to look up the inside of Footy, maybe around the outside here. Up the inside now as he's taking the outside line, surprisingly. We're going to outbrake him, take the line. But he's got a good exit, take the apex, he's got a good exit. But we'll manage to keep it up the outside here. We have to give him the room. He's still there, but we've taken the apex, that's ours. So P6 finally is ours here on lap 26, and now it's time to chase down Rage Warriors in the Mercedes. As you can see here, Leroy pitted on lap 26 for fresh out the options, so we moved up into 5th. And now Rage Warriors is the next car with Taylor. Yeah, that's Taylor also there, so 4th and 3rd battling here. So I think 2nd's getting away, I think he's out of our reach, but 3rd is definitely not out of our reach. And we look at the inside of Taylor here on the options. He's on the primes. Can we get up the inside here? This would be a great manoeuvre, and it is. So we're up into P4, and now Rage Warriors is the next target. And with our tyres going off fairly quickly, we needed to get past him straight away. And here on lap 29, we got a good run through that final corner. Are we going to get past him? Down. Not this DRS straight. Maybe the next one, as our tyres look okay at this point. Here on lap 30, we've got a great line there. I think he's been auto slowed down after going very wide here. We're going to put up into standard, just wait hopefully for the DRS, and maybe go look up his inside. Here we go, we're going to look up the inside of Rage Warriors here, down into the hairpin. But he sort of turned in on us there. Maybe I could have turned in a tad earlier, and we've sort of hit him off. So that's our position, but I thought about it. I didn't want more penalty points, so I decided to let him through here on lap 31. And we're still right behind him. Tactically, they're letting him through to give him the place back, but make sure we're still right behind him. And here on lap 32, we're now right behind him once again in his DRS. So we've got a good exit. We need to make the move as soon as possible, as our tyres are starting to go off. We're going up the inside, and we've run a little bit deep. I think we've sort of touched him wide, so I think we're going to let him through once again, which we are. And this might help us actually, because we're going to get the DRS. We need to sort of push on now and try and get that position back. We're being quite lenient to him. I wouldn't have let him through normally, but because of what's been going on before this race with a couple of collisions I've been involved in, I decided to let him through there. But we need to get past him now, over into standard mix, and we're right behind him. Lap 34, it's starting to get to that time now where our tyres are going off and we should be slower, but he's ran a little bit deeper now. We're going to get a good exit. We're right behind him now. Should be an easy pass, especially with the DRS. Can we make it up the inside? This is going to be very key for the Grand Prix. If we can make it past him now, surely 3rd is ours. We're going to hook up the inside of Rage Warriors, and that is moved done. And as long as we can keep it on the exit, which we have, we're moved up into P3. And can we hold on to that? We can. LC speed him in a dominating drive from him. Congratulations to him, a great drive from him. But it's looking like we're going to come through to claim a 3rd place. Who'd have thought it, from 13th on the grid. We're going to come home in 3rd. It's a great drive, a great race, and we're still 27 points ahead in the championship. LC takes the victory from Jazza in 2nd, us in 3rd, Rage Warriors in 4th, Footy in 5th, and Taylor in 6th. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, follow, and subscribe below. It's Britain next. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.